Hey everybody, welcome to Art by Galen. I'm Galen Islandfeld. I'd like to thank you for joining me for another weekly art challenge. This week I'm going to take a challenge that's inspired by one that Mark Crilley did on his YouTube channel. I will put a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. But I can't remember what he called it exactly, but I'm going to call it the 10-1-10 challenge. And what it is you take a piece of artwork or a character of some sort, you have 10 minutes to draw it, and then, that's your completed one for that part. Then you have 1 minute to try to draw it, and then you have 10 seconds to try to draw it. I have no idea how well this is going to turn out, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how it goes. The character that I've chosen to try to do for this challenge is Spawn. If you're not familiar with Spawn, he's a character created by Todd McFarlane, a pretty popular comic. Started in the mid or early 90s. I'm not exactly sure, but I didn't really follow the story a whole lot, but I loved the art style in it when I was a teenager. It was one of the first things that I actually used to try to replicate a lot when I was a kid. So I have a little app, or not an app. I just went to Google and typed in timer. It gives you a little thing you can use here. I typed it for 10 minutes. I'm going to hit start and then bounce over here, and then it should beep whenever the time is up, and then we'll repeat that for the other steps of this challenge. So wish me luck, and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to put 10 seconds on the clock right now, and here we go. Or 10 minutes, rather. 10 seconds. I don't want to start that way, thank you. Okay, so with 10 minutes, I've got a little bit of time. I can kind of play around with being a little bit more sketchy. I don't have to try to crank it out right away. So I'm going to have a little bit of time to try to refine it after I lay in some groundwork. So let's figure out kind of his spine. Okay, I'm probably not going to be quite as talkative during these challenges, just because it is a little bit more hectic than my regular 30-minute challenges. Also, if you have any suggestions or ideas for future challenges, be sure to leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear your ideas or the challenges that you think I should try to torture myself with. I've seen some fun ones from other channels, like the blindfolded challenge, which is just crazy. There's a black layer challenge for digital art, where you basically work either under or over a black layer with black ink, so you don't have the ability to see what it is that you're working on. Let's see, there's those. There's the left-handed challenge. I think I saw one channel drawing with their mouth. I'm not really keen on that idea, so. But anyway, I mean, we can have fun with it. I'm game. I remember my favorite thing about Spawn when I was a teenager about drawing him was just his cape and his chains. That was my absolute favorite. So once I get kind of his basic body worked out, we'll make a new layer and start sketching in some of the details and see how clean we can make it in 10 minutes. I know my proportions probably won't be completely accurate, but like I said, we're having fun. I'm not stressing it. We're just having a good time. And I thought with the dark theme of Spawn might fit well with it being October. That said, I haven't been doing much of the Inktober stuff. I've seen a lot of my friends and fellow YouTubers and friends on Facebook that are doing that stuff. I don't know, man. I can't force myself to doing that kind of stuff every single day for some reason. I mean, it's kind of stupid, really, now that I say it, because it's like I draw every day anyways. I do think, as a bonus, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys one of my very first drawings from when I was a teenager, and it was the first time I ever drew Spawn, and it was from one of the covers of his comic book. I think he's got like his kind of M shape on him. Sort of like so. And I'm not going to keep looking at the clock or anything. I'm just going to assume I have some time and work. It's probably not a great way to go about this, but oh well, right? We get this really kind of distinct shape on his face. And it made him fairly simple to draw. Like you could crank out a few of them pretty easily because you're not getting gummed up by doing a bunch of facial features and stuff with every drawing. And I think that was probably why I enjoyed drawing him as much as I did when I was a kid. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and lighten that. I'll do the cape after I do the rest of that. Okay, so now we'll switch to black. And I'll try to make this kind of decent. I haven't heard any other details on it other than the fact that I know that they're supposed to be working on a new Spawn movie, which I'm pretty interested in. It's the old one wasn't one of the best rated movies that are out there. It's not one of like the most quality ones either, but for its time, it was really well done. Graphically speaking, like it was one of the first like comic book movies that really used CGI in a pretty good way. Now I'm no movie critic or anything like that, so take that stuff with a grain of salt. If you don't agree, I'm not worried about it. we're different people. We're totally allowed different opinions on things. But yeah, it was one that I enjoyed watching as a kid. Even though now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure it was rated R. But anyway. Yeah, one of the things that always fascinated me about him was like he was, supposed to have been this evil character, but he, had this part of him inside that he still wanted to do good, yeah, it's been quite a long time since I've, gone over any of the books or anything. I might need to revisit them soon. I'm not going to fuss too much with trying to make it all crisp and perfect. I know I'm not going to have time for that. I just hope I can get most of his outline done so I can get the... You know what, I'm going to go ahead and start on, because he's got these little skulls. And those are connected with a chain that kind of follows this pattern here. Character for this challenge. I really don't know how I'm gonna deal with that with the 1 minute and the 10-second one especially. I always have this huge collar. Now that I think about it, it's kind of silly. It's a big pop collar, but he had that, and he had just this big billowy cape that always seemed to take up half of the page whenever Spawn was in scene. I think I'm kind of doing this in that sort of like comic book inky style. As kind of my own cop-out to Inktober, I suppose. that way. I can say I kind of participated, but I didn't really participate. And I'm not knocking it at all. I think it's great. I think anything that can get people, you know, to pick up a pencil or a pen or whatever and just draw something for the sake of having some fun is great. I want to say that this thing actually went further. I can't remember what. There was another kind of an M shape. I just can't remember how it went. I know he had another great big skull right here. Chains hanging from that. I have some Photoshop brushes that I've made that do chains fairly easily, but I'm not going to use those for this because I don't want to cheat. Oh, there it is. No! Okay, so I've got no chance in the rest of these. Alright, so let's... Okay, reset. We'll put 1 minute. I'm gonna hit start and then reset to stop it for a second. So we'll take a look at this. We didn't get as far as I would hope, but I think it is kind of semi-recognizable as Spawn. With these next ones, I know for sure that I'm not gonna be able to have a very quality picture, but it's what I committed to, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, so take a little sip of coffee for a second, get some motivation. Okay, so no sketching this time. I'm gonna have to go straight into the drawing. I do kind of want to watch my time, so I'm going to hit start, and actually I'm just going to, it's set right here, I'm going to move it over, and I'm just going to start it from there, that way I can kind of watch it, and I will focus on this. Okay, so let me get this moved over and centered, and man, this is going to be crazy. Okay, so starting now. Okay, so head shape. Is a little nerve-wracking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that went way too fast. I don't even know if I can even attempt this in the 10-second thing. That didn't feel like a minute at all. Okay, so we'll bring the timer over, reset it for 10 seconds, and I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time for this one because it's gonna be pretty crap. Maybe if I did like a silhouette or something, I don't know. Now I gotta try to keep it at least sort of the same pose, but alright, I'm not gonna worry about it, I'm not gonna erase anything, I'm just gonna do it. Alright. This is gonna be crazy because I have to click and then I have to get back over here, so that's gonna take a second of the time. Alright, here we go. Okay, clicked No, hang on, I gotta restart that. It didn't work. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna start it from here, that way I don't have to do that again. Okay, so I'll click into my page and then I'll go. That way I don't have to, because I don't need to watch it anyways, so. Alright. Alright, real time this time. Alright, and go. Alright, so. Face. Jesus, I got his face, kinda. Oh man. Okay, so that was interesting, I hope. Yeah. I think I definitely picked something a little bit too hard for this challenge, but it was fun either way. Hey everybody, I just wanted to jump in real quick because I forgot to show you the older drawing of Spawn that I did when I was in high school. And so I have one of my old sketchbooks, and I just want to share it with you. This is one of the first ever drawings of Spawn that I ever did. And if you look at the date on there, that is 1998. That's almost 20 years old. Yeah. So there you go. I'll pop you back over to the regular video now. Bye. But yeah, definitely check out Mark Crilley's 10-1-10 challenge. I'll put a link to that down in the description if you want to check it out. He does a much better job than I did here. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys checking out my stuff each week, and every new subscriber, every new like and comment. I mean, all that stuff means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that you guys support what I do and that you care about it, and any input too. If you think I'm going about something the wrong way, or something you'd like to see me do, or something you think I should do differently, let me know your opinions. Leave me a comment, and if you haven't, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next week. Take care.